And Then There Were None is a classic mystery novel by Agatha Christie. The story begins with 10 strangers who have been invited to a mysterious island called Indian Island by an unknown host. Each of the characters has a dark secret in their past, and soon they begin to realize that their past misdeeds are catching up with them in a deadly way. The guests find themselves stranded on the island, cut off from the outside world by a storm. After dinner on the first night, a recorded message accuses each of them of a specific murder, and they realize that they have been lured to the island to be punished for their crimes. One by one, the guests start to die in a manner that is reminiscent of a nursery rhyme called 10 Little Indians. As the guests are picked off one by one, they begin to suspect each other of being the murderer. However, as they soon discover, the killer is not among them but is one of the guests who has been on the island all along. In the end, it is revealed that the killer is actually the host of the party, a man named Justice Lawrence Wargrave, who has staged his own death to throw off suspicion. The book's conclusion emphasizes the idea that justice must be served, even if it means breaking the law. Wargrave, who was once a judge, had become disillusioned with the justice system and felt that he could do a better job of punishing criminals himself. He sets out to create the perfect murder mystery scenario to get away with killing his fellow guests. In the end, he is successful, and no one ever finds out that he was the true murderer. The novel's underlying theme is the idea that no one can escape the consequences of their actions. Each of the characters on the island is guilty of a crime, and they have been brought to the island to pay for their sins. The murders that take place on the island are a form of poetic justice, a punishment that fits the crime. Another important theme of the novel is the power of guilt. Each of the characters is haunted by their past misdeeds, and their guilt drives them to behave in irrational ways. For example, one character, Emily Brent, refuses to show remorse for her part in the suicide of a young servant girl, and this lack of remorse ultimately leads to her downfall. Overall, And Then There Were None is a gripping mystery that keeps readers guessing until the very end. The novel's themes of justice and guilt are timeless and continue to resonate with readers today. Christie's skillful plotting and engaging characters make this novel a must-read for fans of the mystery genre.